My room. You're staring at me. That's okay. You can stare. I spent time making sure you'd be comfortable, so a little appreciation would be nice. Oh, there it is. That question. How did you get here? Baby, I feel like the answer will upset you no matter how carefully I phrase it. So maybe we start easier. Are you thirsty? I brought you water. It's right here. Hungry? I have snacks. Your favorites. Well, most of them. Don't look at me like that. I tried. You're still thinking about the other question, aren't you? Of course you are. Fine. You came here with me. Technically. No, don't make that face yet. I said technically because I knew you'd become irritatingly specific about the details. You do that when you're nervous. Exact wording, little inconsistencies, things you can pull apart until you feel like you have control again. It's one of the things I like about you. Usually. Okay, I'll explain. You were going home again, and I asked you to stay. Do you remember? I said, stay a little longer. You smiled at me. That nice little smile you use when you've already decided you're not going to listen. Then you said, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Do you know how many times you've said that to me? Guess. Wrong. 12. 12 times. I counted. Of course I counted. Why wouldn't I? You keep saying later and next time as though they're dates I can put in a calendar. They're not. Very inconvenient. So, I made a tiny adjustment to your schedule, and now you're here with me. See? Problem solved. Oh, baby, your face. You're trying so hard to decide whether I'm joking. I'm not. But I'm also not going to hurt you. Look at me. Really, look at me. I would never hurt you. You know that. Under all those alarm bells, you know that. I just needed you to stop leaving. For one night. Maybe two. We'll discuss the timetable later. Don't worry about it. I thought of everything. Your phone is charging. Yes, I have your phone. It's right over there. No, you can't have it yet. Baby, you woke up 30 seconds ago and you're already trying to check your phone. This is exactly why I had to take matters into my own hands. You would have opened your messages before figuring out where you were. Then email. Then probably the weather for some reason. One notification annoys you, and suddenly I'm competing with a tiny glowing rectangle all evening. I don't like losing, especially to rectangles. Your charger is here. The good one. The long cable. I know you hate the short ones. You're welcome. I brought a clean shirt too, and comfortable pants. No, I did not guess your size. I knew your size. That sounded worse out loud. Moving on. The room is cool because you sleep better that way. I left questions for later. We have plenty of time. There, that look again. You're scared of me. Just a little. I don't know whether to be offended or flattered. Maybe both. But listen to me, baby. You're safe. You're warm. You have water, food, clean clothes, and your phone is charged. You don't have to be anywhere tonight. And for the first time in I don't know how long, you can't suddenly remember something more important and leave me. I like that. I like having you here. Completely. So no, don't panic. Don't start planning an escape before you've even had water. Rude. And baby, just so we're clear, don't look at the window like that. I only checked because I wanted to know. That's normal. Probably. Baby, relax. I'm not going to lock you in a tower and grow roses around the door. The maintenance alone would be ridiculous. I just wanted one evening where you couldn't suddenly say you had to go. One evening where I didn't have to watch you glance at the time, smile at me, and disappear again. Do you know how annoying that is? No, don't answer. I know you don't do it to hurt me. That's almost worse. You leave so casually, like I'll simply wait until you decide to come back. And I do. That's the embarrassing part. I wait. I make tea. I pretend I'm very busy and emotionally independent. Then I hear a notification and suddenly I'm looking at my phone. Pathetic. You can smile, I know what I am. But then your message says, sorry, long day, or maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. You really like that phrase. Soft enough that I can't be angry, and vague enough that you never promised me anything. Clever. Very irritating. So I started paying attention. Not in a creepy way. Okay, maybe paying attention is doing a lot of work there, but you made it easy. You have habits. Same route when you're tired. Same drink after a bad day. And when you don't want to talk, you put your phone face down and pretend the world has been discontinued. I noticed. I notice almost everything about you. You still surprise me sometimes. Like right now. I thought you'd be angrier. No, you're not calm. Your eyes have been measuring the distance to the door for 2 minutes. I saw that. But you're listening. That's good. I wanted you to listen before you decided what this was. Because I know what it looks like. Girl brings you to her room. Girl has your phone. Girl knows your clothing size and preferred sleeping temperature. Not ideal optics, I admit that. But you won't believe me just because I say I'm harmless. You need evidence. Fine, look around. No ropes, no chains, no scary collection of photographs connected with red string. I considered the red string surprised you. You could walk over there. You could open it. You could leave. But now you're wondering why I'm telling you that. Good. Because I don't want to keep you here with a lock. I want you to stop long enough to realize I might be giving you something you wanted. Quiet, no notifications, someone who knows what you like. Me. You wanted me to. Don't make that face. Baby, please. You are not subtle. You look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. You remember things I say. You keep coming back. And every time I get close, you get that little crease between your eyebrows, like you're trying to solve me before you're allowed to enjoy me. Stop solving, just for tonight. Let me be simple. I wanted you here, so I brought you here. I wanted more time with you, so I made more time. I wanted you to stop saying maybe next time, so I removed next time from the conversation. There, that one bothered you, I can tell. Good. I don't need you to pretend this is normal. It isn't. I know that. I'm not confused, baby. I'm just committed. Very committed. Maybe too committed. But you already knew I was intense. You liked it when it was convenient, when I remembered your coffee, when I knew you were tired before you said it. You liked being known. You just didn't ask how I got so good at knowing you. Smart. Now drink some water. That's not a threat, I'm being caring. Take the glass. Good. Slowly. There you go. Better. I knew you'd be thirsty. I know you. And I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're wondering whether I meant it when I said the door isn't locked. Go on. Check. I won't stop you. Really. There you go. Slowly. I can hear you trying to be quiet. Baby, you're adorable when you think you're sneaking. The floorboard near the door creaks. Yes, I know which one. I know this room. And now you're standing there with your hand on the handle, looking back at me like you're waiting for something dramatic. What? Did you expect me to jump up, grab you, start laughing like a villain? No. Open it. Go ahead. There. See? Hallway. Very exciting. No guards, no laser grid. Budget issues. You're still holding the door. So leave. That's what I I'm generous. Sit down. There. Better. You know what your problem is. You think explaining a feeling makes it harmless. So now you're analyzing me, the room, the door, yourself, trying to put everything into boxes. Dangerous. Joking. Leave. Stay. But I refuse to fit into one box. I can be sweet and still be obsessive. I can care about you and still make terrible decisions. I can know this is strange and still be very happy you're here. Especially that last one. You want a confession? Fine. I thought about this for weeks. It wasn't impulsive. I planned the room, the food, the charger, the clothes. I checked your schedule. Yes, your schedule. Don't interrupt. You're ruining my honesty. I knew tonight was easy. No early meeting tomorrow. No dinner plans. Nothing you'd use as an excuse to rush away before morning. I picked carefully. I even changed the lighting. You hate bright overhead lights when you're tired. Warm lamps. I wanted confusion, not discomfort. Does that make it better? No. Fair. But I did think about you. Every part of it was about you. That's what makes this difficult, isn't it? If I were cruel, you could hate me cleanly. If I scared you on purpose, the answer would be easy. But I'm sitting here wondering whether the blanket is warm enough. Annoying. I know. You don't have to forgive me tonight. I didn't bring you here for forgiveness. I brought you here because I was tired of getting pieces of you. 10 minutes before work. Half a conversation before something else pulled you away. I wanted the whole evening. All of you. No interruptions. Selfish? Absolutely. I'm not pretending otherwise. I wanted you. So I took the time. And yes, that sentence sounds bad. But look at me. I'm not asking you to call this normal. I'm asking you to stop pretending you feel nothing about it. You're curious. You're nervous. And you're still here. With me. I can work with that. Now, do you want the embarrassing part? I practiced this conversation 3 times, maybe 4. I had a calm opening. Then you woke up, looked at me like I'd personally invented crime, and I forgot half of it. So, congratulations. You make your obsessive girlfriend nervous. I hope you're proud of yourself. You should be. A little. I planned everything and somehow you're still making me nervous. Unfair. Come here. No, not that close. Actually, a little closer. There. I want to see your face when I ask you something. And don't start preparing an answer yet. endless little projects. And people, everyone seems to need you the moment I have you to myself. A message, a call, someone who just needs 5 minutes. Then I'm watching you type to someone else. Do you know how irritating your side profile gets? Very. No, that's a lie. I like it. That's part of the problem. I watch you be patient, helpful, available. Then I ask you to stay, and you say you're tired. Do you understand why that makes me a little unreasonable? Don't worry, I said a little. I'm being very measured tonight. You know, there was a girl once. Ah, there. I knew that would get your attention. Relax, her name doesn't matter. What matters is that she sent you 3 messages while we were together. 3. And you answered all of them. You even smiled at one. I remember. No, baby, you didn't do anything wrong. That's what makes jealousy annoying. Sometimes nobody did anything wrong, and I still want to throw their phone into a lake. Metaphorically. Mostly. Look at me. I'm teasing. But I did wonder what she said. Then I wondered why I cared, and somehow got annoyed at you for making me care. Very healthy. And the worst part, you had no idea. You were sitting there, innocent, asking if I wanted tea. I wanted your phone to combust. I said tea. See, I can behave. I behave all the time. That's why tonight happened. Too much behaving. Too much pretending I didn't notice every time something else got the version of you I wanted. So yes, I got selfish. I chose one night and took it. You can be upset. I expected that. But don't look at me like this means nothing to you. You're too close for that now. No, stay there. I'm not touching you. I just want to see whether you move away. 1 second. 2. 3. Still here. Interesting. Your eyes do this little thing when I lean closer. They flick to my mouth and back to my eyes. I noticed. Of course I noticed. Baby, noticing you is practically my full-time job. Terrible benefits, but I am very dedicated. And before you ask, no, I'm not kissing you just because I kidnapped you. I have standards. Strange standards, perhaps, but standards. If you want me closer, stop looking at me like a puzzle with a criminal record. There you go again. Thinking. Always thinking. Maybe that's why you keep leaving. If you stay too long, you might feel something before you've had time to analyze it. No plan, no explanation. Just wanting someone. Just missing them. Just being a little happy someone wanted you badly enough to lose perspective. Don't worry. I'm not face when I ask you something. And don't start preparing an answer yet. I can see it. Who keeps taking all your time? Work, of course. Your phone, your plans, your endless little projects. And people. Everyone seems to need you the moment I have you to myself. A message, a call, someone who just needs 5 minutes. Then I'm watching you type to someone else. Do you know how irritating your side profile gets? Very. No, that's a lie. I like it. That's part of the problem. I watch you be patient, helpful, available. Then I ask you to stay, and you say you're tired. Do you understand why that makes me a little unreasonable? Don't worry, I said a little. I'm being very measured tonight. You know, there was a girl once. There. I knew that would get your attention. Relax, her name doesn't matter. What matters is that she sent you 3 messages while we were together. 3. And you answered all of them. You even smiled at one. I remember. No, baby, you didn't do anything wrong. That's what makes jealousy annoying. Sometimes nobody did anything wrong, and I still want to throw their phone into a lake. Metaphorically. Mostly. Look at me. I'm teasing. But I did wonder what she said. Then I wondered why I cared, and somehow got annoyed at you for making me care. Very healthy. And the worst part, you had no idea. You were sitting there, innocent, asking if I wanted tea. I wanted your phone to combust. I said tea. See, I can behave. I behave all the time. That's why tonight happened. Too much behaving. Too much pretending I didn't notice every time something else got the version of you I wanted. So yes, I got selfish. I chose one night and took it. You can be upset. I expected that. But don't look at me like this means nothing to you. You're too close for that now. No, stay there. I'm not touching you. I just want to see whether you move away. 1 second. 2. 3. Still here. Interesting. Your eyes do this little thing when I lean closer. They flick to my mouth and back to my eyes. I noticed. Of course I noticed. Baby, noticing you is practically my full-time job. Terrible benefits, but I am very dedicated. And before you ask, no, I'm not kissing you just because I kidnapped you. I have standards. Strange standards, perhaps, but standards. If you want me closer, stop looking at me like a puzzle with a criminal record. There you go again. Thinking. Always thinking. Maybe that's why you keep leaving. If you stay too long, you might feel something before you've had time to analyze it. No plan, no explanation, just wanting someone, just missing them, just being a little happy someone wanted you badly enough to lose perspective. Don't worry, I'm not asking you to say it. Not yet. I can be patient. Clearly not